All right, this is going to be part 2 of how to dominate in your real estate business. I'm going over 5 key points that you need to keep in mind, and I'm diving into those, each one going off on kind of different avenues within those 5 key points where you can really jumpstart your business, or if you are already in the business, maybe you need something to kind of kickstart or reinvigorate your business again. These are going to help you a lot. I've already gone through 2 of them in a previous video, so I'll post that, or you can click on it somewhere around here if you want to see the first 2, and we're going to cover a couple more right now. My name is James Shelby. I run the Shelby Sold real estate team in Temecula, California. I am part of one of the biggest growing brokerages in the world, Real Brokerage. If you want to know more about that, I have a video all about it. There's a reason why a ton of high producing agents are flocking over to Real Brokerage. Check it out if you haven't heard of it, or even if you have, if you want to get a little more information about it, watch the video I have explaining all about it. Or you can follow me on Instagram, James Shelby, and you can DM me there, or you can find all my information. You can reach out to me. I'm always here to help. Without further ado, we're going to go into number 3 right now. We covered mindset, very important. We covered taking action, that was number 2. And number 3 is time management. And this is one that a lot of people struggle with. When you don't have a boss, when you are your own boss, it's very easy to kind of wander throughout the day aimlessly, not really getting a ton of work done, especially in the real estate business. We always are kind of busy doing busy work, but it's not really usually income producing activities. So we're going to talk about a couple things when it comes to time management. First and foremost, schedule creation. Do you even have a schedule? Do you have something you're supposed to be doing every single day and it's all laid out in your schedule? A top producer's schedule could look very different from person to person. I'm not here to tell you that you have to have the exact same schedule that every other agent has. Everyone's schedule is different. I understand that. Some people have kids, some people don't have kids, some people are married, some aren't married. Everyone has different situations, but you should have some sort of schedule, okay? There has to be something laid out every single day so you know exactly what needs to get done in order to move your business forward. Or else what you'll find yourself doing is just kind of aimlessly going through the day, maybe knocking off 1 or 2 tasks that you need to do, handling an escrow, or taking out a buyer or something. But for the most part, you're not going to be able to produce at a very high level if you don't have some sort of schedule. I can give you a quick rundown of kind of what my schedule looks like. I get up around 5:45. I'm up out of bed about 6. I am straight downstairs. I live in a 2-story. I go straight downstairs and I start doing my breath work. Wim Hof is a guy who, Wim Hof, I'm going to get off on a tangent if I go too long, but basically look up Wim Hof breathing technique. I do a lot of breathing techniques, meditation. I'm listening to affirmations that I record for myself, personal affirmations in my own voice. Again, kind of getting off on a tangent, but this is kind of what my schedule looks like. So try it too. Try it. Record things, affirmations, things you want to accomplish in your own voice, and play them back. Very, very powerful for your subconscious. So about 6:20, I'm done with that. Start making coffee for myself and my wife. By that time, my family's kind of getting ready. My daughter's getting ready for school. My wife's getting ready, and I'm able to spend some time with them. And then by the time they're out the door, I'm in my office, in my home office. I work from home. And for me, that works perfect. I absolutely love working from home. I know not everyone likes it. But for me, I'm most productive when it's just me solo doing my thing. And then I'm making calls. I'm prospecting from about 8 to 10:30 or 11 every single day. And then from there, I'm taking a little bit of a break. I'm fueling my body. I'm eating something. And then I'm getting usually to either appointments or content creation or something along those lines. And then depending on what I have in the rest of my schedule for the day might dictate what the rest of my day looks like. Or I might just go back to prospecting if I don't have a lot of appointments or things to do. So again, create a schedule first and foremost. Second to that, let's see here. So sticking to the schedule, all right? So you create a schedule, you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing to move your business forward every single day. Now you've got to stick to it. My mentor, Mike Ferry, real estate legend, real estate god, if you will, he had always said, create the perfect schedule and follow it at least 75% of the time. You know, we're always chasing perfection, or we think, oh, if it's not perfect, it's I might as well not even try. Not true. Create the perfect schedule, follow it at least 75% of the time, and you will dominate most agents in your local market, because guess what? Most agents do not have a schedule and they have no idea what they're doing day to day. So if you can create your perfect schedule, follow it 75, 80, 85% of the time, you're going to absolutely dominate the rest of the agents in your marketplace. Now, next, what we're going to want to do is take a look and audit our time on a weekly or daily basis. So maybe you want to start by doing it on a weekly basis, or if you're really struggling with time, look at your time and audit your time on a daily basis. And what I mean by that, by auditing your time, is take an honest look back at the day and just go through, okay, what did I do at 8 a.m.? Okay, well, I did, I was a little late getting into my office. I didn't really start making any calls till about 8:30. Okay, could definitely do better there. What was I doing at 9? I was still making calls. Okay, cool, good. Go through your day and figure out a couple of different things, where you're doing well and where you're getting off track and what's causing you to get off track, and audit your time on a daily, weekly, monthly basis and figure out what you need to do to make sure that you're staying on your schedule. If you're getting easily distracted by, social media or people within your office, or maybe, if you're working from home, maybe you're getting distracted by your spouse or your roommate or whoever, figure out what is causing you to get knocked off schedule, and then figure out how you can eliminate those distractions and make sure that you're staying on task and staying on schedule, because you're going to be a lot more productive at the end of the day if you take a true, honest audit of your time on a regular basis. And then figure out, maybe you're doing something really well. Obviously, commend yourself for that. And then figure out where you maybe need to spend a little bit more time. If you're not quite setting the amount of appointments you need, maybe you need to add in an extra half hour to hour of prospecting. Maybe you need to add in some time going through and refining your skills. Take an audit, be honest with yourself, and correct accordingly. And then lastly, when it comes to our time, find an accountability partner. And we're going to get into this. So we're going to go straight into this. Number 4 of how we can dominate. Number 4 is going to be accountability. So if your schedule is getting thrown off and you're not able to stay on task, or you're not getting the things done that you need to, maybe you've set yourself a goal to get into the gym, at least 5 days a week, and you're not hitting that, you need to set up some sort of accountability. And here's some people that can help with that. Maybe it's someone within your mastermind group. If you have one, if you don't, you should be part of some sort of group, some sort of mastermind group. Maybe it's within your brokerage. Maybe it's within, here at Real Brokerage, there's all kinds of different mastermind groups that you can pop into that someone will hold you accountable. Maybe it's a friend or another agent in your local marketplace, or maybe even without your marketplace. Find someone that can hold you accountable to the things that you said you would do. So I'll give you an example. I have a friend of mine who's also an agent, and we have certain things that we have to get done every single day. And if we miss one of those things, it's $50 for each thing that we miss that we have to pay to charity. So, for example, I've got to hit a certain amount of contacts every day. I have to do a certain amount of physical workout per day. I have to make a certain amount of content per day. I have a couple of these things that I have to hit every single day. And for each one that I miss in that day, again, I am now accountable and I have to pay $50 to a charity. And if I was to miss multiple, it could be 150, 250, 300 bucks a day for these things that I miss. If you have an issue staying on track or doing the things that you know need to get done, find yourself an accountability partner. And if it's money that motivates you and you don't want to pay the money, then make money be your punishment. What about this also? For those of you that maybe have kids or you're married, bring your kids or your spouse into your accountability group. If you are, open to it, I would highly suggest tell your spouse, hey, this is what I need you to hold me accountable for. I'm trying to go to the gym every day. I'm trying to hit 15 contacts every day. If I don't do it, I have to then do X, Y, and Z. I've got to get, rub your back or whatever it is. Have someone within your close circle hold you accountable. What about your kids? Let's say you told your kids, hey, if dad sells 3 homes this month, we're all going to Disneyland next month, or 2 homes this month, or whatever that looks like for you. Do you think your kids are going to let you forget? Do you think that if you tell your kids, hey, if I do X, Y, and Z, we're going to make this thing happen? Your kids will not let you forget. So if it means you got to have your kids hold you accountable to doing what you said you would do that then. Because there's no one you would rather let down less or feel worse about letting down than your own kids. Find someone to hold you accountable. Lastly, this is the 5th thing we're going to talk about, and I'll probably end up making some more videos about this specifically because it's such a large topic, but the 5th one is marketing and branding. This is something that you have to get down. You have to figure out some sort of marketing and branding for yourself. What are your core values when it comes to your brand? What do people think about when they think of you as a brand? We as real estate agents are the brand. No matter what brokerage we belong to, yes, there's benefits to belonging to different brokerages. And yet, some of them have a more recognizable name. But at the end of the day, no one hires a real estate agent for the brand of the brokerage. They hire it because of you. You are the person that are going to be taking them from point A to point B, whether that's, searching for a home, buying a home, closing on a home, or signing a listing agreement, marketing the home, and selling the home. You are the person that they are hiring. So what is your brand? Are you dependable? Are you trustworthy? Are you a great communicator? Have you established this through your branding? Maybe through the content that you're creating. Maybe through some of the marketing materials that you're sending out on a regular basis. However you're branding yourself, if you are at all, are these things coming through in your branding? Think about that. Are you creating enough content to where now you've built up a brand for yourself to where people think real estate, they think of you? This is something that we should all be doing on a regular basis, on a daily basis. We can go on and on about flyers and buying ads and paid stuff. And again, I'll get into another whole video about marketing and how we can market and brand specifically. But first and foremost, you've got to be doing something. So between all these things that we just talked about, and I'm going to recap a little bit here. Number 1, mindset. Number 2, action. Number 3 would be time management. Number 4 is accountability. And then number 5 is branding and marketing. All of these things we must figure out how to get better at every single day. How we can improve our mindset. How we can take more action. How we can create the perfect schedule. How can we be accountable and sticking to that schedule and accountable for all the things that we know we need to do on a regular basis to move our business forward. And then lastly, how can we brand and market ourselves so that when people think of real estate, they think of us and they reach out and they contact us and say, hey, you're the person I want to work with. So I'm going to keep making more videos. Hopefully this helped you. Hopefully this put some things in your brain to think about and, of course, take action on. And thank you for watching. If you have any questions about real brokerage, you know where to find me. Follow me on Instagram. I'm always here to help. I love to help agents all across the nation and the world, specifically people that maybe are stuck in a rut or maybe brand new to the business. Feel free to reach out, and we'll catch you on the next one.